Hi, I'm Press Gazette editor Dominic Ponsford. Welcome to my weekly video blog. Two big stories this week are big changes at the Telegraph and the Guardian, so two of our biggest national newspaper brands. At the Telegraph, sad news for Tony Gallagher as he has an abrupt exit as editor after 4 years in the job. He's got an editor-in-chief above him, Jason Sykin, who's also Chief Content Officer, and he started to flex his muscles after coming into the job in October. So the Monday to Saturday editor job is no more at the Daily Telegraph, and instead existing staff are going to pick up the slack. There's a Monday to Friday editor and a weekend editor. So what do we know about Jason Sykin, the person who's at the reins now of the biggest selling UK quality newspaper? Well, he made his name as a digital guru in America, where he was general manager digital for PBS, the US broadcaster that brings out Sesame Street and a lot of other programs as well. He really turned PBS into a bit of a YouTube sensation. There's a clip here which gives you a flavour of that.
Do you ever imagine things? Are they scary things? Are they scary things? Do you ever imagine things? Things you'd like to have? Did you ever see a cat's eyes in the dark and wonder what they were? Did you ever pretend about things like that? Did you ever pretend about things like that?
So that was Mr. Rogers, who's apparently a kind of US children's telly institution, and that was quite an iconoclastic video which went to number one in the YouTube charts and really kind of helped rebrand PBS as quite a staid institution into one that was rather more on the cutting edge. Here's Mr. Sykin talking at a TED conference in 2012.
When we set out to change our organization, to reinvent our culture at PBS Interactive 3 years ago, what we really thought we were going to do is we wanted to become a startup. We wanted to have a startup mojo. We wanted to be faster moving. We wanted to take risks. We wanted to be creative. But what we quickly learned is that in an organization, that alone doesn't work. What we learned is we have to filter everything that we do on the right brain creative side through a really rigorous empirical left brain process. And the reason this is so critical is this. When you go to your boss and say, hey, I want to free my team to be more entrepreneurial, what your boss hears is, hey, I want to free my team to be undisciplined.
So big changes afoot at the Telegraph as it looks to transition from being a massive print media brand to becoming hopefully a massive digital one. I suspect that's going to involve lots more video, lots more mobile content, and journalists producing lots of content beyond the usual news and views, sort of other sorts of content which might not traditionally be seen as journalism but which affect people's daily lives. The other big national press story this week was the news that Guardian Media Group has sold its stake in Trader Media for £600 million, or at least it's going to net £600 million after debt's been paid off. It's very big news for anyone who works at Guardian News and Media. It means that they now have a war chest of about £850 million in the bank. And the Guardian's not like other newspapers, it's not run for profit, it's run by the Scott Trust, which has the job of keeping the Guardian going in perpetuity. Now my understanding is they hope this £850 million will be enough to do just that. The Guardian lost £30 million last year, and the target is for them to get their annual losses down to £20 million. So with £850 million in the bank, apparently that's enough to earn you enough interest to sustain annual losses of £20 million on an ongoing basis. So, I mean, good news really for anyone who cares about British journalism, that one of our big brands is hopefully safe now for the foreseeable future. If only we could say the same for all of our national newspaper titles. You can read more about both these stories in more detail on my blog on pressgazette.co.uk.